Oh, Sarah, please help me. I have 50 browser tabs open. I am looking at hotel reviews, flight times, and tourist maps. My head is going to explode.
Oh, Daniel, let me guess. You are trying to plan your summer vacation?
Yes! I spent 5 hours yesterday reading reviews about a beach in Spain. One person says it is beautiful. Another person says it is dirty and crowded. I don't know what to choose. It is driving me crazy. I need a vacation from planning my vacation.
Well, you are doing it wrong. Planning should not feel like work. Let's practice our first useful sentence together. Planning a vacation is too stressful.
Planning a vacation is too stressful. Yes, it is. I feel like I am working a second job just to go on holiday.
Exactly. And that is why smart travelers are doing something completely different this year. They want to stop overplanning.
Stop overplanning? What does that mean? How can you travel without plans?
Today, we are going to talk about this amazing new travel trend. By the end of this episode, our listeners will learn how to travel without stress, and we will share 6 powerful sentences you can use in your daily life.
I am ready. Save me from my 50 open tabs, Sarah. Okay, Sarah, let's look at the words first. Decision-free. Decision. D-E-C-I-S-I-O-N. Decision. What is a decision?
A decision is a choice. For example, when you open a menu at a cafe, you must choose between tea or coffee. That choice is a decision.
So making a decision means making a choice. And what about free?
In English, when we put free after a noun, it means without. For example, sugar-free soda means soda without sugar. Smoke-free room means a room without smoke.
Oh, I get it. So decision-free means without choices. Decision-free travel means traveling without making any choices.
Well, not completely. Traveling without any choices is impossible. Decision-free travel actually means making fewer choices, so your brain can rest. You do not make a busy schedule.
That makes sense. Every morning in my normal life, I make so many choices. What to wear, what to eat, what tasks to do at work. When I go on holiday, our second sentence is so true. I want to make fewer choices.
Perfect! I want to make fewer choices. Say it with confidence, Daniel. It is okay to let your brain rest.
But wait, Sarah. If I don't make any choices, how do I know what to do when I arrive? Do I just sit in my hotel room all day?
Of course, we still make basic plans, but we don't plan every minute. Instead of following a strict guidebook, you follow your feelings. You walk out of the hotel, look around, and choose a random street. We have a beautiful classic idiom for this in English. Let's just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Flow. F-L-O-W. Like water in a river?
Yes, imagine you are a leaf floating in a river. You do not fight the water. You just go where the water takes you. In life, go with the flow means to relax and accept whatever happens.
I love that image. No stress, no rushing. Let's practice our third sentence. Let's just go with the flow.
Perfect. Let's just go with the flow. It is a wonderful way to travel, and it is a wonderful way to live.
Okay, going with the flow sounds nice. But how do people actually do this in real life?
Some people use mystery travel agencies. These are special companies that book everything for you, but they do not tell you where you are going until you get to the airport.
Wait, you pay money but do not know the destination? That is crazy.
It is exciting, but you don't need a mystery trip. You can simply plan less. You don't need to read 100 reviews or plan every hour.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, that is much easier.
Exactly. Another way is to avoid crowded places. Instead of famous, crowded places like Paris or Rome, you choose quiet places without many tourists. For example, a tiny, quiet village where nobody goes.
Yes. If you go to Paris, you must plan everything. You must book tickets for museums months in advance. You must wait in long lines with thousands of tourists. It is very busy.
Yes, and that is not relaxing. But if you go to a quiet, unknown village, there are no lines. There is only a quiet forest, a local bakery, and friendly people. Our fourth sentence is perfect for this. I want to escape the crowd.
I want to escape the crowd. Yes, sometimes I see pictures of famous beaches on social media. There are so many umbrellas and people, you cannot even see the sand. I definitely want to escape the crowd.
We all do. And when you go to these quiet places, you find what we call a hidden gem. Gem. G-E-M. Gem.
Gem? Isn't a gem a beautiful, expensive stone like a diamond?
Yes, originally. But in travel English, a hidden gem means a wonderful, beautiful place that very few people know about. For example, a tiny, delicious restaurant down a quiet street, or a secret beach without tourists.
Oh, I love finding those. It feels like finding treasure. So I can say to my friends, it is a hidden gem.
That is a 10 out of 10 sentence. Let's say it again for our listeners. It is a hidden gem.
It is a hidden gem. This is a very elegant and natural phrase.
Now, Daniel, let's talk about the mindset of no plan. When you travel with fewer plans, something magical happens.
What happens? I feel like I might get lost or eat bad food.
Sometimes you might get lost, but when you get lost, you discover things you never expected. You find a local market, you talk to a local person, or you watch a beautiful sunset. These are things you cannot write in a plan.
You are so right. When I have a strict plan, I am always looking at my watch. Oh, it is 2 o'clock. We must go to the museum now. Oh, it is 6 o'clock. We must go to this restaurant. I am not enjoying the moment. I am just following a schedule.
Exactly. You are behaving like a worker, not a traveler. But remember, no plan does not mean no hotel or no ticket. It means you plan the basics and leave free time for surprises.
Plan the basics and leave free time. That makes me feel much more safe. We have a perfect sentence for this mindset. The best plan is no plan.
That is a beautiful sentence to end our discussion, Daniel. Let's say it together. The best plan is no plan.
The best plan is no plan. It makes me feel so relaxed just saying it.
I agree. Maybe not zero plan, just less plan. It takes away all the pressure. You don't need to have a perfect holiday. You just need to have a real experience.
Okay, Sarah, I am going to close all my 50 browser tabs right now. I am putting away my travel maps. This summer, I am going with the flow.
I am so proud of you, Daniel. Your brain will thank you. We are at the end of our episode already. Today, we talked about how to travel without stress, and we learned 6 wonderful, practical sentences. Let's review them together.
I will start. Sentence 1. Planning a vacation is too stressful. Sentence 2. I want to make fewer choices. Sentence 3. Let's just go with the flow.
And the last 3. Sentence 4. I want to escape the crowd. Sentence 5. It is a hidden gem. Sentence 6. The best plan is no plan.
These sentences are so useful. They sound very natural and mature. You can use them to talk about travel, weekends, and life.
That is always our goal. Now, here's the homework for our wonderful listeners. Go to the comment section below and tell us.
When you travel, do you prefer to plan everything or do you prefer to have no plan? Just write plan or no plan in the comments.
Yes, write your comment. It is the best way to practice your writing. And if you loved this show, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Have a wonderful, relaxing, decision-free week.
Bye, everyone. Go with the flow.
Bye-bye.